Alright, you guys. So, I have tried to record this video so many times. I actually wrote a script for it, and I was like, this is gonna be my first scripted video for you guys. No, that didn't happen. We all know that I am an improv girly from deep in my gut. So I am going to take the topics that I wrote about in my script, and I'm just going to talk about them off the cuff. This is the long awaited Barbie movie video. Okay, let's talk about Barbie and not Nicki Minaj. Even though she had a song in this show, so it was a got a little Barbie. I'm not good with lyrics, so yeah. Yes, I changed the setup just because I wanted to try something new. Sometimes you gotta be adaptable. Sometimes you gotta be able to change, okay? And I needed some change. A lot of stuff needs to change in my life, you know? So we're changing, we're growing, we're adapting, we're figuring out what's gonna work. And right now, this natural lighting from the window in my bedroom was just calling to me. So we're just gonna let that natural glow pop off. So let's talk about Barbie. Oh, hey Sprouts, it's me, your favorite non-plastic entity, Onion. And today we're going to talk about Barbie and all that it entailed and all that I felt going into it the first time and the second time, and what it meant to me going into it the first time with my boyfriend Russell, and the second time going with my mom and my baby cousin. So let's start with the first time. The first time I saw this movie, I was laughing my behind off. I was laughing every 10 to 15 minutes. I was rolling, okay? I was laughing so hard. The second time I saw it, I was like taking notes the whole time. I was like texting in the movie. My baby cousin was trying to text in the movie, but I was like, I'm not texting. I'm actually doing research for my YouTube channel. So this is where all the notes from this video is coming from. And they're kind of coming off the top of my head as well, because all of my notes are on my phone. And if you didn't know, I record my videos on my phone. So I don't have them in front of me. So we're just gonna see how much of the script I actually remember. Some of the stuff was eloquently written out, and I really wanted to say it, but it don't happen like that all the time, okay? It just be like that. It be like that sometimes. So let's give our leftist feminist disclaimer. Mattel is a multi-billion-dollar corporation. They are the bad guys. We do not like them. We do not support them. The only thing that I am buying from them is the ticket to this movie, okay? I ain't getting it, okay? Also, like, I've been hearing a lot of people be like, oh, like, it's so nice. Like, I didn't think Mattel was gonna say that. And, like, honestly, that's what I was thinking in the first one, too. I was like, whoa, like, Mattel let them go at them. But I would also take a butt beating if I added a couple zeros to my paycheck. I would take it, too, you know? And we all kind of take it because, especially if you, like, live in America and our healthcare system and, like, our rent system and, like, our tax system, like, we all kind of get our butts beat by the government if you really want to take it there. So yeah, we are all Mattel right now, okay? So if you want to add a couple of zeros to your butt account, if you want to add a couple zeros to your bank account, just get roasted, honestly. That's how it works. That's how it works in this economy right now. That's how it works. So, going beyond that, I really enjoyed the movie. I gotta say, it was a really fun movie, you guys. Like, I understand that it might have not tickled your feminist dream, but we gotta think about how much of a feminist movie it is. Like, it's not the feminist movie. No one's. Well, I'm not saying that. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm not saying that. It's not the feminist movie, but I do believe after going to see it the second time with my mom, I told her afterwards, I was like, this is gonna be like my kids if I ever had them. It would be like my kids' Mean Girls or Clueless or like, those quintessential teen girl movies that you watch, like 13 going on 30, something like that. Those quintessential teen growing up movies. That's what I would say this movie is. It's like an intro into feminism and being able to own who you are as a person. That's what I would give this. Okay, we're not going like this is the dissertation of elite feminism everywhere and intersectionality and okay, no, we're not doing that. So that whole disclaimer aside, I really enjoyed the movie. It was a fun time. It was a little romp, it was a little like let me actually see myself as a Barbie for once. And being a Black woman, I never see myself as a Barbie, like especially when I was growing up. Like I was always really into brats because they were brown. They had brown features, and I was like, that Bratz doll looks more like me than the Barbie doll does, but I ain't got them big feet. Which, that foot scene in the Barbie movie, it was a little much for me, okay? If I'm gonna pull a Karen, it's gonna be about that foot scene, okay? With the flat feet. I couldn't. Margot Robbie, keep them toes to yourself. I'm just kidding, Margot. You were great. You were fantastic. Speaking of, I just loved how everyone was so committed to this film. Like the background actors. I'm a background actor, if you didn't know. Well, not right now. Strike. We're striking. So usually professionally, that's my job, is being a background actor in Atlanta. And I really pay attention to the background actors. I really criticize films really hard. And oh yeah, that's how I wanted to start this. Do you see notes? Notes are a thing of wonder. Lately, I have been not really liking going to the movies at all. I've been really not taking the time to go to see movies, go sit down and watch movies. Like lately, maybe like the past 2 years or something, some odd, I've been just watching reality TV, like reality TV and anime, and that's it. And I think it's because I've gotten like so deep into background acting. Like I got really hardcore into doing stand-in work for the past like 2-3 years, and the more I did stand-in work, the less I liked watching movies, because I was like, I know what it takes to put this thing together. I know what it takes to make that scene what it is, because I have been in scenes like that scene. So every time I go into the movies, I critique the hell out of the movie. It's like when if a plumber goes to see a movie about a plumber and they're like, I wouldn't use that gauge wrench on that gauge pipe. I don't know. I'm not a plumber. That's me with every movie ever made, because I know what it takes. I know how the sausage is made, okay? I know what they had to do in order for this production to come together. And my suspension of disbelief is just not what it used to be. Let's just say that. So this movie, I really couldn't critique it as deeply as I usually am able to with all the movies that I usually see. I was like, this thing is just so fun. It's just a good time. Let's not use big brain. Let's use tiny girl brain. I'm just kidding. Girl brains are big too. Okay? Don't forget. But I was like, this movie, like the background actors killed it. The dancers were amazing. Those two dance scenes, like the dance party at the beginning of the movie and Ken's I'm Just Ken dance break, like the beaching each other off, that whole sequence, I was like, I know how much effort it takes to put on a dance scene, and y'all killed it. Y'all, I hope every person that made this movie, were a part of this movie, were credited and uncredited, because background actors are uncredited. We're already uncredited, so just let's leave that there. Let's just leave that there. But background actors, dancers, like the lighting team, the gaffers, the grips, the sound design was amazing. Every single part of this movie was so well held together. It was very good production value. Let's just say that. Also, going into it, the music department, whoever did the music for this film, oh my gosh, bro, gender neutral, I say bro to everybody, just so you know, that you killed it. Whoever got the artists together to write the music for this song, whoever thought about the music and how they wanted to lay it out for this song, it was amazing. I think that is one of the main things that's making this movie so popular, you know, as a musical theater BFA, you know, I'm gonna think about the music a lot. So I was noticing how diegetic the music was, which diegetic means that it is incorporated into the world of the characters of the show. So like a diegetic song would be like if a song was playing over the radio, like how they did with Billie Eilish's song. The motifs of it were playing over the radio when Barbie first meets Ruth, and it was such a like Disney-esque, like Main Street USA, like turn of the century type of mystical wonderland type of motif that I was like, oh, this is the good stuff. This is the stuff that I'm into. This is what I'm talking about. And how they bring up that song later to pinpoint that it's such a pivotal moment for Barbie when she meets back with Ruth again and she knows who she is, and she gets told that she gets to make the choice of if she wants to be human or not. Ruth can't make that choice for her. Barbie has to make that choice for herself. So that's one of the big things that I liked about this movie, that the music was very diegetic. The Lizzo song at the beginning, Pink, where it's just like non-diegetically, it goes into just a regular Barbie day, just how Barbie is, how Barbie relates to the other Barbies, and they start off the show being like, this is just one Barbie day, like this is just one Barbie, her day, not like this is the Barbie, everybody's Barbie. So I love how they non-diegetically sing the song Pink, talking about the Barbie day, and then they go into it diegetically with the second verse where she can hear her talking about the song and commenting on what's happening in the Barbie's day, having the worst day ever. I was like, this is ooh, when we started off with that, I was like, ooh, I haven't seen stuff like this in a while. We eating good tonight. I was like, this is the good stuff. This is the good stuff. So, just like with Ken's song, I'm Just Ken, diegetically, so good. Oh my god, so good. All the other Kens sang along and they made it like a little musical moment, and they had a uniting unison male chorus moment. I was like, yes. This is why it's a summer blockbuster. I'm Just Ken, anywhere outside be a 10. So that's my boyfriend's favorite song now. And the fact that he wanted to see this instead of Oppenheimer, I'm keeping him. Y'all can't have him. Y'all can't have him. He's mine. Just saying. But the music was amazing. Props to the sound departments. Props to the music team. Props to the lyricists, the artists. Amazing. Y'all did great. The music, like Will Ferrell's little like jogging moment with that EDM like poppy song with them just like I was all about it. All about it. Yes. Comedic timing per 10. 10s all around. The next point I wanted to make. Oh, this movie was definitely about humanity. I don't even want to say that it was just about like being a woman and being a female or whatever. It was about humanity and all the things that we touch on as human beings and how Barbie has to cope with becoming more human as the movie progresses. Comment down below if you think that Barbie from the very beginning was starting her decline into humanhood, or do you think it just started with the bespoke party when she was like, do we have thoughts of death in the house tonight? I was talking to my mom about this, and I think she started off the movie like the drawings had already been drawn by Gloria, the character that was played by America Ferrera. I think that she starts off the movie already like it starts like ooh, and then it goes wow, you know, like already going down. But please let me know what you think below. My mom thought that it started at the party and then it started going down from there, and I was like, I don't know, I feel like it takes more. Like I feel like she had to have thoughts of death the whole day, you know. I feel like she had to be like it was thoughts of death, not just thought of death. I mean, that could be my new drag name, Thought of Death. Maybe I'll change that. Ooh, Lord, show you on my webcam. Maybe I'll change my Twitter handle to Thought of Death, cause that's a hit. Maybe that'll be my next song title, Thought of Death. But the next thing I wanted to point out, the humanity of Barbie. Yes, I feel like it was a very good show of what experiences that a lot of AFAB people have gone through. A lot of people that were raised female have gone through. And Barbie, like when she first starts feeling human, she gives up almost every time. She's like, where are the smarter Barbies? I wish there was a smarter Barbie here. She would know what to do. She's well taught or whatever. But it's like she had it within her the whole time. She just needed the support of other people to be able to know what to do. Which community, you guys. You gotta get with your community and support each other, because those are the people that are really gonna have your back. You gotta have that support system. And Barbie finds that out after everything goes wrong. She like gives up when she finds out that her dream house has been turned into a dojo mojo casa house. And she just is like, nope. She hits rock bottom. And thankfully, Gloria and Sasha are there to help her out and help her see that even though things are bad, they can always become better again. Like the old saying says, like, once you hit rock bottom, you can only go up. That's the best thing about rock bottom, that there's nowhere to go but up. Which Gloria's speech, oh my God, that monologue deserves all the awards that you can possibly give it. That monologue hit hard. Like, that monologue made me like chest out like with pride. Like, thank you. That is exactly what we have to go through all the time. Thank you for putting words to it. And I know people have put words to it before, but I feel like that monologue and the way America Ferrera acted it out, I was like, I stole it. I put it in my monologue book, and I can't wait to pull it out for the next audition I have. Let me give you a little Barbie. Let me give you a little Barbie. So I really enjoyed seeing this movie with my mom. The second time I went, like I said, I went with my mom and my baby cousin because I was like, she needs to see this. She like needs to be a part of this experience, to say like, you can be yourself and that is totally fine. Like I said, she's 13. She's going through it right now. And thankfully this summer she moved in with us, and my mom, she is a very hardworking Black woman, very studious. She works in the medical field, so she has a lot of stress and responsibility that she has to deal with in her daily life. And my mom is such a hardworking person. She's just amazing. She is literal superwoman, and Gloria talks about that in her speech, how a woman shouldn't have to be superwoman in order to be a great woman. She has to be a mom, but she has to be a wife, but she has to be a great hard worker, but she has to be this, and she has to be pretty, and she has to be wise, and she has to be smart, and she has to be down to earth, she has to be humble, she has to have integrity, she has to be passionate, she has to be demure. That's too much. You can only ask so much from a human being, okay? That is way too much to be asking for one person to do all the time. Ugh. So, my mom really related to Gloria's character, and I know I have been an angsty little girl for most of my life. I think there's some mental stuff to go along with that, but we won't say anything until we get a diagnosis, right? But to go along with that, but she has always been like such a hardworking, like pivotal person in our family, and I'm really glad that she went to go see this movie with me. And thankfully, we were able to talk about it afterwards because we were both off of work, and then my baby cousin was off of school, so we were able to talk about it. And she really resonated with that character. I'm glad that she went to go see it with me. What did I want to talk about next? And just being in the medical field, I'm sure she has fought hard to be where she is. She's been a nurse for like ever. Let's just say that. She's been a nurse forever. But I have so much more to say. I had so much more to say. I'm sure editing Anya will put in some stuff like here and there and chop this all up and make it make sense, because I just like to talk. I just like to scramble talk, and I will make it make sense in some kind of capacity. But yeah, Barbie, as the movie progresses, Barbie feels sadness, she feels anxiety, she feels depression, but I really enjoyed this movie. I was thinking about making this video all day today, and I was like, you know what, I'm thinking about this so dang hard, I might as well just make it, okay? Might as well just do it and just rip the band-aid off. So thank you all for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. I know I've been teasing this video for quite a long time, and it was, like I said, supposed to be scripted, and I didn't like the script, so I was like, let's just talk about how I'm feeling after seeing this movie. It's been a couple weeks now, so this will come out like a couple months after the Barbie movie. But I'm glad you guys watched it. I'm glad you hopefully liked it. If you did, like it down below. Comment down below. What was your favorite part of the Barbie movie? The second time I watched it, I actually got a joke that I didn't get before because I am like half deaf. Jokingly half deaf. Oh, when Alan is trying to leave and Gloria's like, you can't come with us. Look what happened the last time Barbie was out in the real world. And he was like, I'm just Alan. Nobody would care. It's happened before. And she was like, what? And then he's like, NSYNC, all of them. Yeah, even the one that you're thinking. I was like, this movie was really made for the girls, the guys, and the fays. The girls, the gays, and the fays. That's who this was for. Okay. I want to thank my mom for letting me use her little wordies in this little passage and coming to see the movie with me. I also want to thank my boyfriend, Russell, for reading the script like 17,000 times, even though I didn't use it. You're fantastic and I love you. Alright, you guys, this is the end of the video. And I hope you have a blessed one. And if you don't want to have a blessed one, have a lit one. I'll see you on the flip side. Bye. Love you.